Hello friends, welcome to a new video. In this video, I'm going to explain how we can check for the presence of a scroll bar in a web page. In most of the application which uses the scroll bar, we won't be able to find out any specific HTML tag or attribute related to the scroll bar. So how we can automate that? So I'm going to explain you that in this video, and it is applicable to both Java and Python. I'm giving an example in Python here, but you can apply the same for Java also. I've taken a sample website support.smartbeer.com, and here we have a scroll bar option. So this particular box is having a scroll bar, right? Let's try to automate this case. I've created two Python files here, one for the test methods and one for the page method. So I've created one function open site to open up this URL. I've declared the driver, and then I'm installing the Chrome driver, and then we will use driver.get method to open the URL, and then I've created a test method here passing the test URL from this file. Okay, so let us run this file first. So it is open support.smartbeer.com, right? So the test case is passed. Now let's come to our point. For that, let me inspect this web page. So before that, let me explain you how we can automate this case. So there is something called attributes, scroll height attribute and offset height attribute. So you can make use of the function called get attribute in Python, and also we have a similar function in Java also to take the attribute. And as the attribute name, you can pass offset height, and also the next case you can pass the attribute name scroll height. And if the scroll height is bigger than offset height, that means your web page is having a scroll bar. I mean that particular div tag or whatever tag is having a scroll bar. Otherwise, there is no scroll bar. Okay, now let us inspect this. So when you inspect the element, be careful while selecting the tag. You should select a tag where it highlights the scroll bar as well. Okay, so this div tag is highlighting the scroll bar also. But if you go to the parent element, that also will highlight, but you need to take the least element. Okay, so let's go with this particular div tag. Let me write an XPath for that. So that is matching with the 5 elements, so we have to write XPath with respect to the parent one. Okay, so all other elements are inside the inactive tab content, and the one which we need is inside the active tab content, so we can add the parent element also. So we got the final XPath, and now we can make use of this. So let me write scroll bar is equal to that XPath, and now we can define a function get scroll height, and scroll height is equal to, first we need to get the scroll height by using the attribute called scroll height. So we can find out the element self.driver.find element by XPath of scroll bar. Then we can call the function get attribute, and then we can pass the attribute name as scroll height. Okay, and similarly we can take the offset height as well. Offset height is equal to, let me copy paste this, and instead of scroll height we can change it to offset height. Now let us print out these two values, scroll height comma offset height. Okay, now we can call out this function from the test class. Scroll out, get scroll height. Let's run this method now. So what is the data for the scroll height and offset height? See, scroll height is 446 and offset height is 268. That means scroll height is bigger than offset height, which means we have a scroll bar in that particular div tag, in that particular web page, right? So in that way we can confirm, and now what we can do, we can return these two values and we can do the assertions in the test class itself. So the returned value we can store it in some variable here, scroll height and offset height only, and then we can use the assert to assert the value. So assert scroll height greater than offset height means we have the scroll bar. Let us run this and we should get the same result. The test case should get passed, right? Yes, the test case is passed. Okay, the assert line is passed. Now I will show you one another example with a different XPath. So I told you, right, when we take the XPath, it should highlight the scroll bar, but we should not go with the parent or the child one. So let's see what will happen if I take the parent one. So let me change this XPath. I will use the parent XPath. Okay, but that is also highlighting the scroll bar, but it is the parent one. And now let's see what will be the result. From here only we got to know the test is failed and what is the offset height and the scroll height. From the assert line only we got to know that the offset height and the scroll height is same, which is equal to 276, and also we can search for the print statement. See that it is same value 276, right? So that means there is no scroll bar, but the issue is actually with the locator. So be careful while selecting the locator. It should highlight the scroll bar, but not you should take the least element that is highlighting the scroll bar, not the parent one or not the child one. Okay, so that is all about this video. I hope it is helpful for you. If it is found helpful, please don't forget to click the like button. Also, please do subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed yet. Thanks for watching. Bye.